Fight Second News says Charlie Kirk was shot from about 200 yards away, according to a spokesman for Utah Valley University. King Milkfart says, "Where was Hawkeye when we needed him at the Trump rally?" How do you read that, Darren?
Isn't Hawkeye a superhero, like some kind of Marvel superhero?
He's a person with very good aim.
Yeah, let him cook. Let him cook too, but let him cook. Yeah, what do you mean? Go for it, Darren.
I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. To me, Hawkeye's a superhero. Maybe he's saying that you would have protected post there.
Which one?
The one where he's talking to what's his face. You can look up in the nest that I put up there. Ashton's comments about the Charlie Cook.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, I see the post now. Chuck Schumer says political violence has no place in America. This shooting is horrifying, and I'm praying for Charlie Kirk and his family. Ashton says it should have been you.
Ashton's dumb for that one.
What a fucking
stupid.
Well, listen. People are very emotional. They're going to get emotionally worked up. I don't support this. It should have been you talk. I think you got to dial the violence down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about that.
Totally agree.
You might get a visit from the FBI for something like that, though. That's
yeah.
stupid.
So I was gonna say that I think that's closer to a death threat than anything. What I'm saying is that what Ashton did was closer to a death threat than what KMF.
A few moments later.
I'm curious what Darren's going to think about this one. It's a comment. It's under Fight Sucks News. Charlie Kirk was shot from about 200 yards away, according to spokesman for Utah Valley University. King Milkfart says, "Where was Hawkeye when we needed him at the Trump rally 4 hours ago?" What do you think about that one, Darren?
That sounds way worse.
Sorry, what did he say? Whoa!
I'll comment it so you can see it, so it's not just my word. Is under a news post of someone, Fight Tux News, that says Charlie Kirk was just shot. Hold on. It's loading it up right now, the screenshot. There you go. Fuck. No, where's it at? Well, I'll just read it anyways. Charlie Kirk was just shot for about 200 yards away, according to a spokeswoman for Utah Valley University. King Milkfart says, "Where was Hawkeye when we needed him at the Trump rally?"
Unforgivable.
These people are easy to profile.
Now it's up in the nest, Darren.
What exactly are you reading into that?
You tell us, Darren, and I'm going to co-host you so you can compare, and I just want to hear your thoughts on it. What do you mean, what are we reading into? I think it's clear. I mean, Tuba, how do you read into it? What is your, maybe I'm reading it wrong.
I would just directly compare it to something that Darren himself, we know that he knows for sure. Now, one of the things we know he knows for sure is that he says that this statement was disgusting from Ashton. It should have been you. And he's responding to Chuck Schumer's announcement of Charlie Kirk passing away. And Darren asked me, how do I feel about that? To which I disavowed. You just asked Darren a very similar question about a very similar response, and I'm curious what the struggle, Darren, is to disavow this.
You go for it, Darren. Read it again for the room. Fight Second News says Charlie Kirk was shot from about 200 yards away, according to a spokesman for Utah Valley University. King Milkfart says, "Where was Hawkeye when we needed him at the Trump rally?" How do you read that, Darren? Maybe I'm reading it wrong.
So I don't understand. Like, it's what does he mean by Hawkeye at the Trump rally? Like,
he means
Hawkeye
sharpshooter. Where was this guy at who was able to hit Charlie Kirk from 200 yards away? Where was he? Where was he when we needed him at the Trump rally? Meaning the guy at the Trump rally missed. So King Milkfart here, your friend, is saying that if this guy was there, then we needed. He says, where was Hawkeye when we needed him at the Trump rally? So there's no ambiguity there. He's saying we needed this guy to kill Trump.
Isn't Hawkeye a superhero, like some kind of Marvel superhero?
He's a person with very good aim.
Yeah, let him cook. Let him cook too, but let him cook. Yeah, what do you mean? Go for it, Darren.
I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. To me, Hawkeye's a superhero. Maybe he's saying that you would have protected Trump. I don't know. I don't know much about.
You think that's what King Milkfart means right there? Is that he would have protected Trump?
Darren, don't.
Hawkeye is, yes.
Darren.
Hawkeye is he's a superhero whose superpower is, I think he's actually normal, but he's just got like
insane aim.
insane
Yeah, he's got like
accuracy.
mutant level
Insane aim.
accuracy. So Darren, I'm gonna let this sink in a little bit more. Okay. King Milkfart is saying, where was Hawkeye? Where was this sharpshooter? Where was this particular shooter who hit his target? Where was he when we needed him at the Trump rally? He's not asking for an Avenger to protect Trump, right? You know what I mean?
Well, no, explore that, Darren. Is that what you think he means there? That Hawkeye should have been there to protect Trump? That's your read on that tweet?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea what
You have no idea.
You just presented the tweet.
But you did the same.
I have no idea what. Why don't you ask KMF?
But Darren, you did the same thing to me. You presented me with a tweet of Ashton's, and I didn't act confused. It was a very easy disavow. And when I read it, I mean, it was out loud. You said, "I know it's disgusting." So you're acknowledging that what Ashton did here.
If he in any way with that tweet was was trying to say that that Trump should have been assassinated or what, I disavow that. I don't believe that. I don't believe in violence for political reasons for any reason.
Let's remove the ambiguity here. Like, what else could he possibly mean there? Like, let's remove the if. You're so close.
Okay, what I'm saying, I just told you, I disavow any violence for political reasons.
Not any. That specific one was what? Do you agree that like there's no other way to read that than like, you know what I mean?
It was a very ambiguous tweet, and like I said, if you want to know what he meant by it, then maybe you should ask him yourself.
There's no ambiguity, Darren. You're just saying that. There is no ambiguity with his tweet. You're choosing not to see it, which is so strange. Everyone else in this room can see it. It's up there in the nest for everyone to see. If
you were just I'm on us about Ashton,
everybody else.
Everyone can see it. Hey, listen, if you're out there and you can't see what this is, then pop in here. I'll accept your speaker request.
But the thing is, like, Darren, you were literally just here, like putting it on us about.
It's exactly one for one.
How do you see the Ashton thing is what it is, but not the, you know what I mean? Can you see how I'm kind of confused now?
And I just gave you my answer. I just said that I disavow any violence for any kind of political reason.
I understand.
Like I think it's disgusting in any way.
I understand that you said you disavowed. Hold on, but you even though you disavowed,
if that's what was meant,
but it was meant.
Then yeah, I completely disavow that. I think then if that's what was meant, that's.
But can you acknowledge that that's what it was meant?
Disavow him.
Yeah, can you acknowledge that that's what was meant?
I'll disavow him right now. I don't even know the guy.
No, we want Darren to.
It's a huge thing for you to be able to see this for what it is when you just painted the same picture about Ashton. You know, it shows a lot of honor, at the very least, integrity, to be able to acknowledge that this is the same thing. And you can say that that's what King Milkfart said right there, promotes violence towards a president, right? No doubt. There's no doubt. There's no ambiguity, right?
Darren, are you going to be okay? What does he have on all these fuckers?
It's very weird.
Are they so?
I think
why is
that's
Darren
your opinion, man.
so afraid? That's his opinion. Okay, so you don't think that's what that is, Darren? So you think?
Like I said, I think it's ambiguous. So
ambiguous. Okay, so we're reading it one way. What's the other way that it could be read since it's ambiguous? Let's hear you out. Maybe we got it wrong. Break it down for us. What other way
what
then?
I'm saying is I'm not him. If you want to know, then you should probably ask him yourself.
But you're also not Ashton,
you don't have to
right?
be him. The sentence is clear, Darren. He's using English. There's no ambiguity. He just uses he references Hawkeye, but that's to say he's a sharpshooter. It's to comment on his accuracy, the shooter's accuracy. He says, where was he when we needed him at the Trump rally? He's referring to Trump being assassinated unsuccessfully. He's calling for a successful assassination attempt. You can see that that's a call for violence, right? It's a glorification of political violence against a sitting president. I don't see it. Okay.
You don't see it? Well, what do you see then? Because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. What do you see? If it's not what we're reading it as, what is it that you're reading? No, I'm curious. What do you see it as if you don't see it?
Yeah,
that
I'd
way?
like to see it a different way too.
If I got it wrong, I'll apologize to KMF by all means. But I'm curious. How do you see it?
Like I said, I see it as ambiguous. I have no idea what the meaning behind it was.
But not just ambiguous. If it's not what we think, what do you think? Are you leaning in that he might have meant
Okay,
Hawkeye
I
to
gave you my
save
fucking
Trump?
I gave you my explanation.
You
You
haven't
can take
really
it.
though.
You
You're
can take
being
it how
very
you want.
vague about
You
it.
can take it how you want, and that's all you're
But you
getting because
didn't.
that's
But you
like
never explained it. You're just saying that you did. You just said that if his speech was violent, then okay, you disavow it. But you didn't acknowledge that it really was. And now you're saying that it's ambiguous, and you're not really sure what it means. But like, it's not ambiguous.
10 minutes ago, when it was Ashton, it was not ambiguous. It was, and you're not Ashton. Ashton's not here to clarify what he meant. You know, maybe Ashton didn't mean. You know, maybe Ashton meant Schumer should have been there
Yeah.
to defend him like an Avenger, dude.
Panda, when Darren confronted me with Ashton's post, which was a reply to Chuck Schumer that says it should have been you,
Which was like I think 8.5 minutes
did
ago.
I go, I don't know what he meant, I don't know, or did I go, yeah, that's bad, I disavow that, he shouldn't say that?
Yes, immediately. We both did.
So there's no spin here. There's nothing. In this instance, the only like willfully ignorant, blind person is Darren. The only person who's being too stubborn and obviously is showing a fear of being able to acknowledge King Milkfart's behavior as negative, which is its own red flag, because we're all sitting here. You just made the reference, and now you're forced to play dumb and look dumb. You can't even salvage your integrity.
And you sound scared. I actually feel sorry for you, Darren, because you were just here on some high horse, like trying to get us to talk about Ashton Allocate, just like Lou, right? Just like Lou with the same topic we're talking about right now. You could put out a statement, a vague thing, but your little boy's right there doing the clear thing, and you can't say anything about it. Aren't you a man? Aren't you a free man? But you can't say anything here. What does he fucking have on you, Darren?
I'm not.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm not scared
Darren?
of anything.
You sound
And-
terrible.
sound
You sound
scared.
fucking spooked, bro. You go.
Why would I be spooked?
Because you can't.
Explain this
You
to me.
are unwilling to acknowledge something that's common sense in front of you, and you just made the point the other direction 10 minutes before. You're playing dumb, and you're not able to acknowledge the negative actions of a person you've been calling your friend. He's been terrorizing the community. He's been fucking up Lou's reputation, and you're here illustrating that you can't even say anything negative about him. You're dancing around this the way I've never seen anyone in your crew dance around anything.
It's sad, and it literally. I don't think there's been such a sudden time juxtaposition. We literally went from that to this, and it's like night and day. Gary, anything else you want to say? I guess you do sound scared. I'm praying for you. Then we'll go to UFO Mike, UAP Mike.
Go ahead, UFA Mike.
Praying for you, Darren. UAP Mike, what are your thoughts on all this? Mike, I can't hear you. If you can anyone else hear him, I can't hear him.
Come on, Darren.
He's so close.
Like,
What do you think, Gabe? You just witnessed all that. You're kind of new here. He was all in on the Ashton thing, but this one, it's like he can't even.
Let me
well,
get in on
I
this.
say,
Okay,
Oh,
hold on,
yeah.
okay, now Mike's thing's working. Mike's going, and then we'll go to Gabe. Thank you. Mike, go for it.
I don't know why my button was fucking up. But anyways, yeah, the commentary from this guy is fucking ridiculous. Like, this is disgusting commentary. You know, I'm someone who's like, you know, I lean left, and you know, I'm also like a pro 2A person here. And first of all, this is fucking horrible what happened to Charlie Kirk. I did not like Charlie Kirk, but I did not think he deserved what he got. I think that's fucking horrible. And now there's like kids without a father and like all sorts of fucking terrible shit. But anyways, for that guy to fucking make this shit and say something like that about Trump, it's just like, it's so brain dead and obvious that this guy just like he's echoing violent rhetoric. He's applauding it.
On this day when everyone's having this conversation of like, we need to address this kind of violent rhetoric, he's going in on it. What do you think about Darren's 180 from wanting to hold our feet to the fire over Ashton to not even being able to acknowledge what KMF said there is wrong? That's for Mike, because Mike used to roll with them. What do you think is going on in Darren's mind right now?
Oh,
He's so adamant that Ashton was horrible, but he can't even say this thing about KMF.
Darren
He
only
even went
knows.
so far as to say, Rook, even so far as to say, maybe KMF meant Hawkeye should have been there to protect Trump. One of the fucking
That was
highlight quotes of the
crazy.
space.
That was crazy.
I definitely don't know what's going on in Darren's head, but I mean, only Darren knows, and I'm sure Darren can acknowledge that that comment somewhere is just not acceptable.
Darren?
Sounded like he was making a statement, not asking a question.
I guess we'll go around to the room then, and I'm probably going to close it out because I do want to clip what Darren just did already. I worry about you, Darren. He must have, actually, I'll think out loud. He must have some fucking dirt on you, bro. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. What do you think, Tuba? I mean, we already seen it with Shane, right?
Oh yeah,
It's not,
I'm having a
it's
good
not,
time going through Blue Sky right now and finding all the pro
make sure
Mangione.
you're screenshotting all of
Oh
it.
yeah, all the pro Mangione posts. Like very weird. I found a Charlie Kirk post in here, dude. Like, yeah, it's not going to be great.
For people who don't know, UFO Shane came on the platform, I think, November 2022. His first time speaking in a space was, I think, December 26, 2022. He was shilling Skinwalker Ranch. He was our friend, and then out of nowhere, he like flipped on us and like started hanging out with KMF and Darren and so on and the boys. And we are like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" But he would get drunk at night and he would cry and he'd say, "KMF has something on me that would ruin my life if it got out. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I miss you guys. I can't hang out with you." For months, he was saying this. We're like, "What the fuck?" Lo and behold, we learned that Shane was on the run with a warrant, and that KMF had known about it since Shane's second day on X, and that KMF had posted it on Shane's second day on X and then took it down, and had been holding it over his head that entire time. So I'm not just pulling that out of my ass when I say Darren being afraid to even say. I've seen people in these spaces afraid to criticize KMF on the verge of tears because he had some shit on them. So it's not just like, oh, what do you think about that, Tupa?
Yeah, it's a darker chapter, but definitely happened. There's this something's going on. I think what I believe it is that they were happy to utilize an unhinged person like KMF to do a bunch of dirty work for them, and that's probably something that they know he has recorded. Even though he has deleted 3-4 different accounts since then, he's done this on all different kinds of different fucking accounts and sock puppet accounts. I still think that they know he documents it all, and they're terrified that if they cross him, that they're going to be next. They know that. That's what happens when you dance around with people like that. So
Play with the dogs, you get the fleas. How about this? I think the thing today is honestly even worse than the previous ones. I think we're gonna get another fucking weirdo, creepy loose statement that KMF's gonna comment under. I'm about to blow the fuck up out of this. Moran just posted it. Thank you, Moran. Shouts out Moran Lerner. Um,
Why do you still do that, Panda? Like everybody knows that you run that account. Why don't you just not
Darren,
go
you
after
just
it?
played dumb in an epic way that made you look retarded. Don't ask Panda why he does that.
this might be the most retarded Darren select. Respectfully, Darren. Actually, the weird thing is I do have a little fondness for Darren. It's like being able to interact with the op on this kind of level is just like, I don't know, fascinates me. But like the juxtaposition, bro, I can't wait to cut this shit up, dude. What do you think about what Ashton just said about that? It's despicable. That has no place in this country.
Dude, and like it's not from months ago. KMF had the same flippant reaction. He kind of mocked the thing. He called the murderer Hawkeye, right? And it was like, yeah, man, he should have been over here killing other people I don't like. Like, fuck. It's just as bad. Maybe worse, but just as bad.
Maybe KMF meant he wanted Hawkeye there to save Trump.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, the FBI is gonna start taking this shit way more seriously. So, good luck to him.
Yeah. What do you think? Who is up here? Oh, Mean Face is coming up. Hopefully, Carl, you heard all that. What's going on? What does KMF have on Darren, dude?
I don't know, but Darren, you just stand very still while I slurp the sweat off you.
I could feel it. I could feel the fear, dude, through your voice. It's like, again, like I've kind of, I kind of like you. You know what I mean? I think we have good times. It is. It just reminds me of Shane, bro. When Shane would just get drunk, and it was like KMF had him on a fucking leash, dude. It was the saddest thing. We got UFO mean face up here, then we'll go to Jenny. Actually, wait, hold up, Gabe. Did you get your chance to say your thing?
Yeah, I just wanted to say really quick. Look, Rev, like being principled is one of those things where you're gonna lose friends by doing so, but at least you won't lose, you know, who you are. And sometimes that means that you got to cut people loose. And so when someone shows you that they need to be cut loose, maybe it's time to do that. Now I don't know if he has blackmail on you. From what Panda just said, it's very likely that that's the case. But I just want to steer you away from, just to let you know that's not a good friendship if that is your friend. It seems like you're a bit autistic, so I understand why you might not want to stop being friends with him. But I'm telling you, he's
You
just
talking
going to
about
keep
Darren?
dragging you into bigger problems. KMF is just going to keep
Okay,
dragging you
oh
into
yeah,
bigger
for Darren.
problems.
Yeah, this is for Darren. Yeah, for sure. And that's
Yeah,
the thing I don't get either. It's like Darren, like if there wasn't this weird KMF dynamic, Darren would just seem like a normal guy, father, likes to go to Mexico. We talk about the phenomena, but there's this weird like looming thing there. Crazy. Mean face, then Jenny, then Will Niles.
Yeah, just two really quick things. Darren, I think you're a smart guy. I really do. But I don't think you comprehend just how fucking stupid you sounded a couple minutes ago. Like that's got to be the quote of the year. I mean, I cannot see that going viral as a representation of what's going on. That's so incredibly batshit. But two, because you're not a stupid guy, can we say the quiet part out loud? I don't think anyone's got dirt on Darren. And this is what's really disappointing. Darren agrees with it. That's why he's standing on it like that.
Is that true, Darren? Do you wish Trump would have been shot that day?
Like I said earlier, I don't believe in political violence as a tool for anything. I
Then
don't think that.
why won't you denounce this specific act right now? Like this specific one.
Like I said, if that's what that tweet meant,
What do you
then
mean?
I disavow it.
Google it. Google Hawkeye right now. Google Hawkeye right now and tell me what comes up. And then denounce it live in his face.
I'm
You're
asking
smarter
Grok.
than
I'm
this, man.
asking Grok live in the space.
You're
Who
smarter
is
than this,
Hawkeye
Darren.
and what is his superpower? Hawkeye, aka Clint Barton, is a Marvel Comics character and key member of the Avengers. He's a master archer with near superhuman precision, accuracy, and reflexes, making him one of the best marksmen in the world. His superpower isn't a traditional power, but his exceptional skill with a bow and arrow coupled with peak human agility and combat training. He uses a variety of specialized arrows like explosives, grapplings, EMP tipped to handle different threats. His sharp situational awareness and resourcefulness make him a formidable hero lacking innate superpowers. So, precision, accuracy, and one of the best marksmen in the world was in that first sentence.
Darren, I was gonna say you're smarter than this, you're better than this, and you know that stuff like that just fuels the rise of nationalism in this country. Like people eat that shit up, and they will use it as ammunition to be like, "Well, look, this is what they think," and you're contributing to that. So you should take a long look in the
yeah.
mirror and ask yourself what you really stand for.
Thank you, mean face.
Just
Crazy.
disavow Rev. Like, don't do this,
He
man.
can't. Just like Lou can't block KMF. It's so weird, dude. It's the weirdest thing. Jenny, what are your
And
thoughts? I'll go for two, but then Jenny.
I was gonna say it would be one thing if Panda, you sprung this standard on Darren, but Darren sprung it on me. The same standard. Like it's not even like it's not karma, it's not anything. It's like, oh, 1 for 1 here. You brought this up. Here's my reaction to it. I disavow. That's awful. Okay, Panda brings this up. What's your reaction to it? I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yo,
I
that's
don't
when
see
it
it.
happened, isn't it? That's when it started. I was trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And Tupa, I think I remember like what was it, like a week or so ago, 2 weeks? Random dude just popped